Have you ever wondered why some athletes attract more votes than others, even when their stats don't seem to add up? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into one of the most intriguing stories of the 2025 NBA All-Star voting. In a surprising twist, Bronny James, son of the legendary LeBron James, has become the talk of the town, despite averaging only 0.5 points per game with the Los Angeles Lakers. How did Bronny, a rookie with modest stats, manage to secure over 8,000 All-Star votes? What does this say about the state of sports fan engagement and the influence of media on our beloved games? Now picture this, a young athlete stepping onto the court, feeling the weight of legacy on his shoulders, yet receiving a tidal wave of public support. This isn't just a simple case of underdog popularity, it's a reflection of how modern sports culture is being reshaped by factors beyond performance alone. To truly understand this phenomenon, we need to look at the bigger picture. Social media has become a powerful tool in sports, allowing fans to voice their opinions louder than ever before. According to recent studies, social platforms aren't just venues for fan hype. They're influencing vote counts and reshaping narratives around athletes. It seems fans are now voting not just with their heads, but with their hearts, and maybe even their keyboards. What's fascinating here is that Bronny's rising star power isn't isolated. It mirrors a broader trend where fan engagement and popularity often overshadow pure statistics. This trend echoes across all levels of sports, challenging the notion of merit-based recognition. Yet isn't there something beautifully democratic about this power shift? While purists might argue that all-star selections should be purely merit-based, it's undeniable that the technological era we live in breathes fresh life into sporting events. This conversation isn't just about Bronny, it invites us to rethink how athletes are valued and celebrated in the digital age. So where does this leave us as sports enthusiasts? Well, it poses an exciting albeit challenging discourse on the state of sports integrity. With voting systems open to public influence, are we paving the way for a more inclusive fan experience, or are we diluting the essence of sportsmanship? If you're as intrigued by this as we are, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the evolving sports landscape. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Should popularity play a bigger role in sports recognition, or should we stick to stats alone? Stay with us as we explore further how these dynamics are playing out across other sports platforms and what this means for the next wave of global athletes. Imagine being in Bronny James's shoes, a rookie thrust into the limelight not just for his play, but for his surname. The astronomical number of votes he's garnered has left many scratching their heads. But this isn't the start of a reality TV series. It's the new chapter of sports evolvement. Social media is the arena where today's sports battles are fought. Platforms like Instagram and Twitter have given fans a louder megaphone than ever before, allowing them to champion their favorites in novel ways. In this fast-paced digital age, players are no longer defined purely by points scored or games won. They are influencers in their own right. This linguistic shift from player to influencer might seem strange, but it's the social currency of today. According to Sports Illustrated, fan voting has doubled in the last decade, largely due to increased social media engagement. Fans are defining narratives, often independent of traditional sports metrics. And then, of course, there's the undeniable star factor. Bronny's narrative is entwined with one of the most beloved basketball figures in history, his father, LeBron James. The King have a colossal fan base, and it appears they've also turned their gaze to Bronny, casting votes perhaps out of admiration and expectation. Is this the likes of King James 2.0, or simply fans being human, supporting what they love irrespective of stats? Perhaps it's a bit of both, forming new ways to celebrate sports. It all begs the question, though, if fan voting holds such sway, what does it mean for athletes who rely on performance to shine? Are we setting up a stage where popularity contests overshadow talent? A similar scenario is unfolding in other sports realms too. Even in soccer, we've seen unknowns suddenly climbing the ranks thanks to an online consortium of fans. It's intriguing, but put the spotlight on broader themes across all sports: merit versus patronage. So, while Bronny might not be lighting up the scoreboard, he's certainly igniting discussions, underscoring how fan influence can redefine sports landscapes. And this phenomenon, it's as much a tribute to individual potential as it is a nod to collective fandom. As we continue to navigate these revelations across sports, we must ponder where this path will lead us. Will sports maintain their rigor in meritocracy, or is this just a natural evolution in how we engage and celebrate athletes? And while I ponder that philosophical question, I wonder, what's your take on the balance between performance and popularity? Let's chat more about these dynamics next time, as we look towards more unfolding sports sagas. And speaking of new narratives, the conversation doesn't just stop with Bronny making waves. There's a ripple effect spreading through the sports world, and it's making us all take notice. Do we watch these young athletes to see them redefine the game, or because of the connection we feel through screens and tweets? Think about the last time a name dominated your social media feed. Chances are it wasn't just the stats that caught your attention. It was probably a highlight reel, a story shared from a friend, or even a playful meme that spread like wildfire. This is the new reality we're all part of. Suddenly, sports feels less like an exclusive club and more like an open community, all thanks to the power each fan holds today. But all these developments pose a question of balance. How do we ensure that the integrity of sports isn't compromised while still embracing this fresh wave of fan empowerment? Should traditional gatekeepers of sports step aside, prompting a new era where the audience chooses the team lineup and even the game rules? Let's not forget, this evolution is setting the stage for thrilling opportunities too. Future athletes are now more accessible than ever, building their brands and telling their stories long before they step into the limelight. It's an online sandbox where raw skill meets digital flair, giving rise to a new kind of superstar that delights on and off the court. With athletes, influencers, and fans all the new stars of the same social show, we're mapping uncharted territory where skill and social influence coalesce. It's a captivating crossroads where the voices of fans haven't just grown louder, they've become part of the action. As we wrap up, I'd love to hear what you think. Do you see this trend as a passing phase or the new sports normal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found these insights intriguing, and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the dynamic world of sports. And that wraps up our deep dive. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more insights in our upcoming videos. Remember to like and subscribe.